Hello everyone! Today's video is a get ready with me of this look I did for a close friend of ours wedding. I wore this gorgeous purple outfit that my lovely nanny got for me, and I'm just going to show you what I did. Literally from 0 to 100. I had 3 hours of sleep today on that day, you guys. So I'm going in with my essence and my moisturiser, and I'm literally slathering loads of it on because my skin feels horrible when I've not had enough sleep. Can we just take a moment to appreciate my Mandy? She did such a good job. Next, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is in the shade 4. I find that this provides a really good base for makeup and it kind of does enhance the longevity. And then, of course, I am colour correcting those horrendous dark circles. This product right here is sadly discontinued. I have no idea why Makeup Revolution would do that to us. They've discontinued it. I still have 2 or 3 left in my stash. But yeah, I'm very sad because it was such a good corrector for my skin tone and the price is so good. So the foundation I chose to wear is the NARS Sheer Glow, and as you can see I am dampening my beauty blender, which was already damp, but I'm spraying it with some setting spray. Everything's going to be linked down below. This is a really good tip for when you are doing makeup that you want to last for hours and hours and hours. And I have to say, this makeup lasted me for a good 14-15 hours and it was pretty much all intact. So I've put 1 layer on, I'm putting a 2nd layer on over my scarring, my acne scars, because I feel like when it comes to weddings and special occasions, you want a really flawless base. That's what makes a big difference. So here I'm going in with my Kevyn Aucoin in the shade 08, and I'm just covering up my blemishes as well. I am now taking the shade 06, which is super bright and too light for day to day, but perfect for a wedding. And I've not sped up too many of these clips, so this is just how I literally apply my concealer with my fingers. I use a wok for my fingers, and I'm sure a lot of you have already seen my Kevyn Aucoin Citrus Skin Enhancer video where I talk about how I use it in a lot of detail. But yeah, nothing compares in terms of coverage to this guy at all. It's not for me to say I've also put concealer under my cheekbones. I'm doing that reverse contouring and it makes such a big difference. And here I'm cream contouring. I have not done this in such a long time, you guys. I literally only bother to do it for weddings now. And at this point I'm like, do I do the nose? No, let's not do the nose. I had about 40 minutes to get ready, which is not enough time for a wedding in my opinion. So I just put it in the areas where I usually would, just the forehead, cheekbones and under the double chin. I find that with cream contouring it makes a huge difference when it comes to photography. It really does help your contour to sort of stand out and to be seen in photos and stops your face looking really flat, and it just adds a nice amount of definition. And here I'm just taking my finger and removing the creases from my under eyes and adding a little bit more concealer now that I've done my cream contouring. As you know, I'm obsessed with that flawless under eye, so I'm taking as much time as possible on the base here. And I'm just going to blend it out with the same beauty blender. Now I'm setting my under eyes in place with the Rhodial Banana Powder. This is my absolute all-time favourite light brightening powder. Probably a cross between this and the Marc Jacobs actually. I love them both. The Marc Jacobs, the one that comes in a duo, I've used that yellow up completely, sadly. But yeah, they're both very similar, very finely milled. Just the right amount of yellow for my skin tone. And this is a Sigma brush that I'm using and I love how it can get right under the eyes. And now I am baking, and I'm really heavily baking today because I finally have my hands on the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and oh my goodness, is it worth the hype, you guys. My makeup has never looked as airbrushed and flawless and soft and beautiful as it has since I started using this powder. No other loose powder compares. I am so annoyed that I did not get it before, but I was trying to like use my stuff up, you know, that's my excuse. Now my brows, I used the cheap pomade and then I went over it with my Makeup Revolution or Revolution Pro microblading pencil. I'm just trying to define them but not make them too strong. I'm not having the best time with my brows at the moment. They go through phases. And then I'm taking the e.l.f. concealer in light beige and I'm really heavily cutting out my brows. Is that the right word? Cutting them out. Basically, I'm applying a lot of concealer at the top and the bottom. And this makes a humongous difference. It makes your eyelid space appear bigger and brighter, and it makes your eyebrows seem a lot less harsh, even if you have gone in with quite a dark colour. Can you see? Just looks amazing. And now I'm just taking some setting powder and going over my eyelids so they don't crease before I go on to doing the eyeshadow. This is a Juvia's Place palette. I use this at first and I'm just basically putting it all over the lid and blending that same neutral shade into a transition, into the crease area. And then I'm taking this lilac shade, the name will be on the screen, it's from Makeup Geek. And I've taken a much smaller brush and I'm just putting this all over the mobile lid. And then I'm taking a clean blending brush and blending out the edges. I've sort of elongated it a little bit. And honestly at this point I didn't really have any idea of what I wanted to do. I just knew purple and silver. Purple and silver. So I'm going in with that purple again, building it up, especially towards the outer corner. And you can see I've kind of left the middle bit because I am going to be putting concealer on here anyway. But before I do that, I'm taking the Jackie AINA palette and using the strongest purple in there. And I'm just going over that lilac-y purple shade before. This is a key to any eyeshadow look, you guys. Just blending, blending, blending. Now I'm taking the same e.l.f. concealer. And this is a Zoeva brow line brush. I love the brush set that I got from Zoeva and it included this brush in it. And I'm going to link it down below as well as the review because I feel like if you want some good quality eyeshadow brushes, that's the best place to start. Now I'm just setting that in place and I'm using that Trust Issues shade from the Jackie AINA palette to cover the concealer. And then I'm taking some of that purple again just to go over the top of the concealer to really make it stand out. Sometimes I can go ham with the concealer and then it kind of ruins the cut crease effect. And now I'm using one of the Stila Gorgeous Glitter thingamabobbies. I think this is in the shade Diamond Dust. If it's not, I will leave the right shade down below. And I'm covering my entire concealer filled eyelid here. I thought this was going to be more intense, but I do build it up later on. And then I'm speeding through with my wing liner because you guys have seen this done so many times before. And I'm just using up this Essence mascara, which is now in my empties. If you're wondering what I thought of it, then check it out on my Instagram. And now that I've done the mascara on the top and the liner, I'm going into my lower lash line and basically using the same lilac-y shade. I tried to use this purple eyeliner from Rimmel, but it just wasn't doing anything for me, so I went in with a brown liner instead. And now I'm using a Jordana Tawny lip liner for my lips. And I knew I wanted to go for something quite nudie, not something too strong. Just going in with the mascara at the bottom and brushing off that excess bake now. So I've just put glue on the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes and I'm starting to bronze up my face with NARS Laguna. Absolutely love this bronzer, it's probably my all-time favourite to be honest. This just adds definition back into the face, adds warmth back into the face. And then I'm just using two shades mixed together from the NARS palette. Honestly you guys, I cannot express how much I think the NARS palettes are worth it. They are so, so good. And then this is the Jouer Rose Gold highlighter, which is what I went in with at first. Now I'm spraying my face with the Gerard Cosmetics setting spray and it's just the smell peach, and I'm putting my lashes on. The setting spray has a very strong alcoholic scent and I don't love the scent at all, but it does make a huge difference in terms of making my makeup last. Pop my lashes on and now I'm going with a Dior highlighter over the top because my face is still a little bit dewy here, a little bit damp from the spray, so the highlight is absolutely going to pop. And do not forget your inner corners, ladies. Your inner corners make the world of a difference. And I'm just going with a second layer now of diamond dust, and I've noticed that my eyelash is not wanting to stick down, so I fixed that in place. And then I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury, it's like how like matte liquid lips but kind of like a cream finish, I don't even know what they're called, but this is the shade Charlotte Darling, and it's very, very nude. This is what I typically use underneath or in the middle of a liquid lipsticks. And then this is a little sample of a Dior Maximizer as a gloss. Popping the earrings in, and I believe this is where the video actually comes to an end, but I kind of show you my finished look here. So what I did was I got my duppatah and I just pinned it on the sides and at the top, kind of like a bridal style. And what I'm using as a ticket is actually an earring because I broke the other one, but I think this looks so pretty. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. All the products are linked down below, and if you're new here, please do hit subscribe and hit thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!